Hello and welcome to Sitaara Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader and this reading is for Aquarius for January 2021. These readings are general. They're not going to resonate with everyone, so please just take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. So I'm going to be using 6 different decks today, and I'll put the decks in the description box below if you're interested to know what decks I'm using. I have 3 columns here, and in this column here we're focusing on love and relationships. This column here we're focusing on money and finance, and this column here we are focusing on career and projects. I will read through the columns, but I have to say there's a strong theme coming out which crosses over all the columns, so they kind of interlink. So I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to articulate these messages over the messages that are coming through. So we're going to start off here in your love and relationship sector of the reading, and you start off with the Joker, and the Joker is the Fool card of the Major Arcana. So that's really about a new beginning, stepping into something without any fear, and having sort of being joyous in that new beginning as well, and just really going for it. And for that to appear in your love reading, I do feel there's a message here, especially with the 2 cards that are coming in with the Joker, the Fool card. And the next card is the Devil card. The Devil card is associated with Capricorn, and it's really about attachments and addictions, and having being controlled by something. So being in a love reading or relationship reading, there may be this element, a passionate relationship starting for you in January 2021, a very sort of physical, passionate relationship. And that also could be connected with the 8 of Wands, because the 8 of Rods, which is the 8 of Wands, that's really about fast communication, and it's quite often connected to a love communication, so love messages. So there may be a potential in January for a new beginning of a very passionate love or physical connection with somebody. So that's definitely one theme that's coming out, but there is another really strong theme that's coming out that kind of crosses over each sector. So I'm going to focus on that, because I do feel that the key message overall is not to get caught up in this energy. So not to get caught up in this sort of this passionate drive to be attached to whatever this is in your life, be it another person or a particular relationship that you're sort of getting really sort of caught up in and being controlled by in a certain way. So what's given me that message is the card, the Wisdom, the final message from Universe card for this column I pulled was the number 19, and it's this beautiful card here, and it's Answers Within. And it's a really lovely card, and with this card, this really reminds me of the Hermit from the Major Arcana of the Tarot, and that ability to go within to find your own answers. So see how this lovely young girl is holding a candle, which is lighting up her face. So she's gaining sort of inner wisdom from going internal, going within her own sort of thinking and her own sort of self-reflection. And it's really, for me, I'm just thinking, well, I'm going to just place that out of camera shot for now, and I'm going to continue, but I'm going to pull that card back, I think, because it really connects with the rest of the reading. I hope I'm going to get these messages across, because because they cross over so much, it's just a bit tricky. Anyway, I'm going to continue. So we're going to move over to this column here, and this represents your money and your finance. And I have to say, with the 5 of Hearts, which is the 5 of Cups, and having the 7 of Cups, so the Cups represents the water signs of the zodiac, which often represents emotions. I feel that in your money and your finance, there is this energy of feeling either overwhelmed with the choices that you have or what's on offer, or as well as feeling dissatisfied, emotionally dissatisfied in your financial world. So there is a real strong energy coming from this reading of just really feeling overwhelmed, dissatisfied, and not happy with what's on offer to you and what you can see. So when you look at these 7 cups, each cup is actually has an object in here. But I feel with relationship to the 4 of cups, you're not happy with any of these options. It's like, well, I don't want that, and I'm not really interested in that either, or that, or that. So there's a real sort of dissatisfaction, emotional dissatisfaction in your finances and in your money area of your life. And I think the Page of Rods is stepping in, and I think there's a need to connect to your actual passion, the passion of where you want to go and move in your life. And I have to say, over this love, money and career, the really strong element in your reading for me is really the career. And I feel that rather than focusing on your relationships, and if this is a relationship that's sort of a new relationship, a sort of dynamic physical relationship that you may be having with someone, I feel that don't allow that energy to take you away from your career and your projects, because I think it's really your career and your projects that needs the focus, and that's where you're going to get your satisfaction from. That's it. That's the message. You're going to get your satisfaction from your work and career, and not necessarily from your relationships. That's what I'm trying to sort of get across. So the card that's supporting this column here, which is for your money and finance, and that sense of feeling emotionally dissatisfied and really wanting to connect with your sort of passion to move you forward, is the unfinished, sorry, I'm just going to say that word again, unfinished symphony. Unfinished symphony. That's what the card is. Okay, so that's the card there, and it's number 10. I'm going to try to get that without. And it's such a beautiful card. And the thing, and this is going to sound a bit odd, but the thing that really stands out for me with this card is the number 10. And it's actually the number 1 of the number 10, right? So I'm just going to place this here, and I really hope this all makes sense. So there's an egg here, which is like a new beginning. And there's a 0 here, which is a new beginning. And there's the 1. And the 1 here, I feel, is connected to this wand. So a need to have a new beginning. A need to sort of finish what's not working for you, all the emotional stuff that's not sort of serving you and you're not happy with, and finishing up them ends, tying up all them ends, so you can actually move forward into what is serving you. Because what is serving you is, in this reading, if this resonates with you, is going to be your projects and your career. So that's how I feel that's connected. I really hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I just don't know if I'm sort of articulating that. So I'm just going to pop that card back. So now we're going to come on to your career and projects, and I really feel this is where it's all going on. This is where it's all happening. So you have the 5 of clubs here. That's the 5 of wands, and that's really about conflict, bickering, argument. So it's just that mid-road of a journey. So I do feel there's a bit of a turning point here for you in January, Aquarius, of making a decision to move in a different direction. And at the beginning of January, there may be some sort of conflict around that and some sort of disharmony. However, you're gonna go then into the 3 of Pentacles, and it's a beautiful, I really love this card. It's such a beautiful card. And to have it in your career and project is really nice, because Pentacles are the earth signs of the zodiac, and they really give the reading stability. So I'm a real big fan of having Pentacles in your reading, and you've got the 3 of Pentacles and you've got the King of Pentacles. So there's a real stability in your career and projects, and I think that's what's really pulling you, and that's what's going to give you satisfaction in your January. So the Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, working together as a team, and it's also a manifesting card. So the number 3 is very much connected to celebration, coming together, manifesting. So when you think of the major arcanas, the number 3 is the Empress, and the Empress is really about fertility and creation. She's ruled by Venus, so it's really about creative endeavors and working collaboratively on that. And it's a real sort of manifesting card. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And it's beautiful, and it's also very grounding. So he's doing the work to manifest. So he's not just thinking, oh yeah, I'd really like this to happen. You know, he's actually putting the work into, he's taking action on what he wants to manifest. So beautiful. So this is looking really good for your career and projects that you would like to engage in January. And I really feel this energy is going to move you forward into the rest of 2021 as well. So above this card here, you have the King of Pentacles, and this is a beautiful card. So the King is the Court card, and he's worked through the deck and he's become the king. So he's mastered his ability. So he's mastered his ability to work hard and be creative, and he's very stable. So to have such a stable card in your career and in your projects is wonderful, especially what we've all been through in 2020 in career, and maybe in our projects that we're trying to do in 2020 it's been a very unstable year. So it's really lovely to have that that stability in your career. So it's beautiful. And then the card that comes in, and I love this card, is Visionary. So that's the message from universe, and that's really about having the ability to visualize what you would like to manifest. So having it in your mind's eye, and I'm just going to place that right in the middle, because this is how I feel it's connected to this story of not being attached to what's going on into your relationships and your love life. And if there is something that's pulling your focus away from your career and your projects, because just to hear, and also the other card I'm going to pull back, which I said I would, is this card here. So I'm going to place that here. So this is the story, and this is how it makes sense to me. So the message from universe in your love life was answers within. The Hermit, going within and not going external, going within to find the answers. So if you look at this card here, the Devil card, on the top of his head, he's got this star. And the star's upside down, and it's external. So it's on top of his head. He's not in his head. It's sitting on top of his head. So that's external, going external. The message was going internal. So going within yourself. Being a visionary, visualizing in your mind's eye what you'd like to create. What would you like to create? And see, this man is actually doing the creating here. But this is going into your imagination. And in this deck, this is a very unusual illustration for the King of Pentacles. I don't think I've seen one similar to this in any other decks, to be honest. But the pentacle is represented here by the star. And the star is in the king's mind's eye. So it's in his mind. So where it's encouraged you to be a visionary, to create and imagine what you'd like to work on. That's what you're doing in your work. You're not doing it over here. So see how the star is upside down. It's not serving you. It's external. The star is upright, and it's serving you really well, because it's allowing you to be a visionary, to allow you then to take action and create your vision. Oh, I really like this message. I really hope this resonates with some people. If it does, please press like. Please, if you're still here at the end of the video, that's awesome. And if you'd like to leave a kind, supportive message, that would be lovely too. And I hope you have a lovely January, and I'll see you on the channel in the February readings. Take care.